this video, we will take a close look at how the speaking section of the new PTE Core test works. You will learn what each task requires and how your responses are assessed and how to approach them effectively. We will go through clear examples, practical strategies, and detailed explanations to help you speak confidently and naturally throughout the test. Let's get started now. You know the format, right? But here's what most test takers completely overlook. The PTE core is not testing your academic intellect. It is checking whether you can function professionally and socially in real Canadian environments. So, what does this mean? You will encounter prompts that simulate workplace conversations like resolving a customer issue and the everyday situations like apologizing for a delay, professional settings like asking for a clarification during a meeting. Got it? What the AI is listening for is not for perfection, but for natural fluency, clear structure, and your ability to engage in a conversation appropriately. So let's see the four tasks in PD Core Speaking. The first one is the read aloud. So you will see a short passage and must read it fluently with natural tone and proper word stress. The next one is the repeat sentence. In this task, you will hear a sentence once and you have to repeat it as accurately as possible. It tests memory, rhythm, and intonation. And the next one is describe image. You are shown a visual. It could be a chart, table, bar graph, and you'll be asked to describe what you observe. So you need clear structure, comparisons, and appropriate vocabulary. Okay. The last one is respond to a situation. So this one is very unique to PDE Core. This is the most dynamic and powerful task. You are placed in a situation that mirrors real life in Canada, often from a workplace, and must respond professionally and clearly within 40 seconds. Got it? Now, let's see an example for respond to a situation task, okay? So before that, I'll tell you one important thing. This task alone can make or break your score. Yes, in this section, you are placed in a role like a retail worker, or could be a healthcare assistant, or an office staff. And you will be given a common scenario. You are expected to provide a calm, polite, helpful response in about 40 seconds. Got it? So let's look at the prompt here. So the prompt is you work in a retail store and a customer wants to return a sweater that is no longer eligible for return. You have to explain the situation politely and try to offer an alternative. So this is how high scoring sample response should be. Hello, thanks for coming in today. I completely understand your concern about returning the sweater. However, just to let you know, our written policy allows returns within 30 days of purchase, and unfortunately, it looks like we have gone past that window. That said, I definitely don't want you to feel like you're stuck with something you can't use. So, what I can offer is either an exchange for something else you might like or a store credit that you can use anytime in the future. I hope that works for you. Please let me know what feels best. So, why this one gives you a high score? First of all, this gives a clear structure, right? It acknowledges the customer's concern. It explains the policy without sounding rude. And also, here, it provides two realistic and empathetic alternatives. And if you watch out for the tone and delivery, it maintains a professional, polite, and helpful tone throughout, and also uses phrases such as I understand your concern, I definitely don't want you to feel like, got it? And contextual vocabulary. So the words or phrases like written policy, within 30 days, store credit, exchange. So these are the common workplace terms in Canadian customer service. And if you see for signpost phrases, here's what I can do for you. Just to let you know, I hope that works for you. Got it? So we have used signpost phrases also. So remember, you don't need fancy words. You need clear, supportive language like a real employee would use. Easy, right? Then another example for describe image. The prompt is a bar graph of public transport use in 4 Canadian provinces. And this is my response. This would yield definitely a high score for you. This bar graph represents the number of public transit users across 4 Canadian provinces: Ontario, Quebec, Alberta, and Saskatchewan. Ontario clearly has the highest number of users, reaching close to 2 million, which is likely due to its large population and cities like Toronto. Quebec comes next, followed by Alberta. Saskatchewan has the lowest figures, well below 500,000. This data suggests that public transport usage is directly linked to population density and urban infrastructure. Overall, the graph highlights regional differences in transit dependency across Canada. So, what makes this response unique? First one is geographically relevant. We have used actual province names and mentioned the Canadian cities too, right? And also, if you see the structured, it is well structured, opens with an overview, it compares the values and closes with a clear conclusion. And here, vocabulary matters. If you see phrases like population density and then urban infrastructure, regional differences, it shows maturity and clarity. And remember, there is something to avoid too. If you are speaking like there is a graph, it shows four things: one is big, one is small. No, please don't use words in this way because this will lead to automatic low scoring. Got it? Now the next one is this fourth segment, repeat sentence. So here you will be hearing the prompt and you just need to repeat it. You might feel that this task will be very easy, but there are so many tricks involved in this. Okay? If you hear the prompt like the meeting will begin shortly, so please take your seats. I have just given you a very simple sentence, but when you hear it in the test, it would be sometimes complex. So try to prepare for that. And let me tell you the wrong approach. Okay. Try not to memorize every word with pressure because this causes hesitation, stammering, or skipping words. I'll tell you the perfect approach would be the chunking of sentences. So you can remember saying that the meeting will begin shortly. So please take your seats. So you can use the chunking method and you can focus on key stress words. Okay, like the words such as meeting, begin, seeds. These are the key stress words, right? So you need to focus on that and echo the rhythm. This is also another technique. Your voice must match the pitch and flow of the original. Got it? And try to shadow real life workplace dialogues from Canadian YouTube videos, example, HR meetings, staff discussions. Get used to how professionals sound in real time. Now, the last one is read aloud. So here you will be receiving the prompt and you need to read it aloud. Team collaboration tools are essential in modern remote workplaces as they enable seamless communication and efficient file sharing. So here, if you see, I have given the perfect expanded delivery, right? And also emphasize the nouns, adjectives, verbs very clearly. And I'll give you the hidden tip for this task. You don't need a native accent. What the AI picks up on is intonation, stress, pausing, and clarity. And here are the untold truths that even official guides won't reveal. So the first one is energy in tone. If you're feeling tired, flat, then your score will get lowered. Sound interested and involved even if the topic is routine. try to push your energy, okay? And pace and pausing. Avoid racing. Speak with a natural rhythm, like how would you talk to a colleague in real life? And no dead air, especially in response to a situation. If you're silent for even 2 to 3 seconds, the system thinks you're done. So fill your 40 seconds with purposeful talk and always aim for 38 to 40 seconds. Anything under 30 seconds may make the AI assume you lacked content or confidence. And I'll give you a bonus strategy. Practice a Canadian customer service voice, which would be like respectful, warm, and clear. So this style aligns perfectly with workplace and service based prompts. So be the kind of speaker someone would trust in a workplace or public setting in Canada. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more Canadian style scenarios or practice drills in the next video. That's all for today's video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.